Hello and welcome. It is Sunday, the 26th day of February 2017. Welcome. My name is Derek. Let's take a look at the silver and Bitcoin charts. We'll look at the silver in purposes of the golden cross, which represents the declining 200-week moving average and the rising 50-week moving average. Tough to see where it stands within this, but this is the last 14 weeks, which shows in the blue line the price action rising above both. Within such, that means because price action is above this declining average, it's going to start to settle down by go sideways. If price action continues to go higher, then go higher as well. But the 50 is already going higher, and because price action is above it, its rate of ascent is going to start to increase some more. And that's what's going to, of course, make this golden cross come into play. Now, the interesting thing about the cross is how did the pattern go? Because if it goes from like this, whether it's bullish or bearish, down and up, or down and sideways, makes a big difference, a huge difference actually. Because let's take a look at the situations in which, or the four histories. There's this one, this one, this one, and now this one. Let's talk about them all. And here, because price action was sideways throughout the entire 1990s, and like the $4 to like what turned out to be the $8 range even, that this occurred roughly at around like $6 maybe, five and a half, six. So it worked out well when that's the case. However, in here, price action went like that. So the cross occurred here after price action went from 21 to 8 and back up here. See, at that point, the golden cross means nothing to me. Because whenever there's a situation where you have a point A and a point B that's big, which is the case in here, and price action finds its way in the middle, then now it's all about neutrality. Which band are you going to break? So back in here, break above here, I'm liking the bullish side. Break above there, you're liking bearishness, of course. Look at the big move breaking above it when they had a major situation like such. So no surprise, of course, that occurred. So in this case here, it's down and sideways. So now it's an ideal situation in using such. Now, it is a lagging indicator, and it really doesn't work within current price too much, or really at all for that matter. So if you say you know it's going to cross now, then you could just buy now in that sense. The method I use, which is I'll use it within this average in here. Well, you can see it was declining and resisting the orange line for quite some time. Then it got above it, established resistance. It's back to the support level. It's obviously barely breaking out above it, so the break of this level, a little over 21, is what I'm looking for. So let's look at the risk reward for that such. See, if I just buy now at 18, I'm waiting for a clear break above 21, which might mean 24, 25. It could even mean 28 or 29, depending on how fast it goes up. Yet by buying now, it's much cheaper. However, if it doesn't take this high out and it just goes lower, well, that means, I was going to wait for a breakout above here, but now I'm going to be buying at here instead. That's the best way of showing the risk reward, waiting for better bullish confirmation in one and how one works against the other. And as far as this high and this low is concerned, we're going to be talking about that on the Bitcoin chart very shortly. So let's move on to that now. First, though, with the daily chart, which along the way has been making a lot of these higher highs, and the last higher low is still like barely over 9. So can it retrace decently? Maybe, but it's already had an interesting situation occur on Friday, where price action got above its previous day all-time highs, making new all-time highs, which is common to make new all-time highs the day after you did the day before. And it had a huge correction when you consider the percentage move, or the fact that it gave back 2 days worth of gains, even if not even 3 days worth of gains, and then got it all back. So you go from here to here to here. That's pretty much what it did. However, the session on Saturday, not even close to breaking the previous day's highs or lows. That's an inside day after an outside day. And as of now, it's same thing. Another inside day. So now it comes down to this big move, and we're going to shorten it out. The best bet is if it breaks above either side, it's going to have a fast move on whichever direction that it goes. Not necessarily always the case, but usually I would expect such. So let's span this out, 30-minute time frame now. Here we have it. So we have that big high and the big low. So within such, it was a fast sell-off that rebounded really fast. This high, it was close, but not really. And then you have this one and this one. So clear lower highs, clear higher lows. Neutrality within that very bullish setup. Anything above here is bullishness within neutrality, bearishness within neutrality, and I guess neutrality within neutrality, or very neutral, I guess you could state. However, I'm not very neutral in here. I'd be neutral with an up bias because of where it's come from. Usually, when the market does something like that, the sideways range, it corrects itself within the path of least resistance, and of course that is higher. But on the break of either one, I'd expect the big move. But short term, I'll just state in here, this is where I'd be looking for a clear break above here to go long for the upward gains. If it breaks down below here, I'd still look to find support in about here. But if it goes like this, well, then you know the story. It's just another lower low in this case. Now, as far as some Fibonacci numbers are concerned, there's a lot of numbers. I got them in here, but I want more than 3. Because I got the 23.6, and how about the 76.4, and as well as upside and downside levels. Well, here they are. If it breaks this range, the likely target it would go to is about 1,300. And if it goes to the downside, the likely target is about 1018 within the Fibonacci analysis. We also have 76.4 in at 1188. So on the next big move, I would expect it to move towards that point. So thank you for tuning in and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.